it don't matter. The words I sing, they're just chatter. There's nothing I can say to you. It means much what I do.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Cliff. Okay, so let's have our next speaker, and we have Monica Martinez.
Thank you. As you heard, my name is Monica Martinez, and I'm currently the Executive Director at the Homeless Services Center. And 2 years ago, when I accepted the NEXTies Award, I declared something bold. I said that as somebody born in the early 80s, homelessness, as we know it, is a phenomenon that developed during my lifetime. So therefore, I believe it's something that can be solved during my lifetime by my generation. And today in Santa Cruz County, that is what we're doing. Homelessness has been increasing for 30 years, and until recently, the community has responded with short, immediate fixes. We invested in night-by-night shelters, free food, free clothing, without connecting people to housing. We changed our local ordinances and hoped that the problem would go away. Without an end in sight, we dedicated our most expensive resources, our law enforcement officers, our hospitals, our emergency rooms, and we used them as a frontline response. We simply managed the problem. And years later, we know that all of these pieces are incredibly important, but they're not solving the problem. Short-term responses to homelessness are like responding to a leaky pipe with a bigger bucket. Which is why in May of 2012, just a few months after I received the NEXTies Award, a small but ambitious team launched 180, a community-wide effort to house 180 of the most vulnerable, chronically homeless individuals in Santa Cruz County by July 2014, this year. At that time, our community was lucky enough if one person experiencing chronic homelessness would receive a pathway to housing and support services a month. So with our limited resources, and not to mention the growing negative local dialogue surrounding homelessness, housing 180 of the hardest to serve individuals was an unthinkable goal. But 180 wasn't just a goal to house 180 people. It was also a goal to do a 180-degree change in the way that our community addresses chronic homelessness. It was a challenge to our community that together, we can do better. And today, a growing group of committed service providers, landlords, volunteers, business members, faith leaders, we've completely transformed the way that our county addresses chronic homelessness. Today, less than 2 years since launching our campaign, I have never been so proud to say that we have housed 168 people. We are 12 people away from reaching our goal ahead of schedule. So together, we're looking at homelessness differently, and we're continuing to change the way that our community addresses this major problem. Like 180, we call these smart solutions to homelessness, and we even have a definition for smart solutions. Number one, smart solutions are actually that's number two. Number one, smart solutions are evidence-based. So here in Santa Cruz, we like to think that we're really special and unique, which means that we have to invent the way that we're going to solve homelessness in our community. But that's not true. There are proven solutions to homelessness, and in Santa Cruz, all we need to be doing is what's proven to work. Number two, as you've heard, smart solutions are cost-effective. I'm sure that many of you have heard of the New Yorker article about $1 Million Murray, the homeless man who cost the city of Reno over $1 million in emergency services before dying on the street. Santa Cruz has our Murrays, and we can't afford to allow this cycle to continue. Third, smart solutions are measurable. Because, you know, we're serious about decreasing homelessness in Santa Cruz County. So we're holding ourselves accountable and measuring our impact. And if something that we're doing isn't creating the results that we want to see, we're going to keep adjusting until we do. Cities across the country are decreasing homelessness. So there is no reason why Santa Cruz County can't have a measurable decrease in homelessness in less than 5 years. And that brings me to my last definition of smart solutions. Smart solutions treat all people with dignity and respect. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard, but at the end of the month, I'm leaving the Homeless Services Center, and I'm taking on the role of CEO of Encompass Community Services. Thank you. Encompass is the largest community-based nonprofit in our county and has over 50 sites across Santa Cruz County and serves 1 in 4 people. Since making this announcement, I've gotten the frequent question, why are you leaving the Homeless Services Center? We thought you cared about ending homelessness. But you know, this work isn't about just ending homelessness. It's not about more housing. It's not about more services. It's about creating dignity and respect for everyone in our community and having the courage to do whatever it takes to get there. So whether I'm at HSC or Encompass or wherever the next road takes me, I'm driven by my burning passion to create the change in the community that I want to live in. But I can't do it alone. So in May of 2012, a group of us took on the most controversial topic in the county. We put a stake in the ground, and then we committed to doing whatever it takes to help us house 180 people. And we're not going to stop there. We believe that we can end homelessness in our lifetime. So now, I'm challenging each of you to think about your passion. What's your unthinkable goal? What do you want to see for this community? And I'm challenging you to put that stake in the ground. Have the courage to be bold enough to declare the change that you want to see for a better Santa Cruz County. And let's work together so that we can achieve it. Thank you.